What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, guys, we are 11 subs away from 200. We are so close to 200. I know we can do it, guys. 200 subs by the end of the summer. Let's see if we can make it happen, because the moment we get to 200 subs, I'm opening up this Korean Strike of Neo's booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes of potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero Air Neos, the so-called forbidden Yu-Gi-Oh card. Is it really forbidden? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Now, if this channel gets to 500 subs, I'm opening up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn. The possibilities are out there, guys. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I'm going to open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever Collector's Rare. Because if you guys remember my Genesis Impact box opening, I pulled this, a Collector's Rare B-Cop from the Underworld. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am planning to get this graded at some point. I don't know when, but I will be getting it graded. So, so if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button on this video, because for today's video, we have an updated Battlin Boxer deck profile for you guys today. Now, as I move my chair, there we go. Sorry guys, had to move my chair. Anyway, for those who are new to the channel and you guys don't know anything about the deck profiles that I do, basically what I do is I show them off on the channel, and I post a photo of the deck on my Instagram. So if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram, because I always post the deck lists over there. My ads will be in the description. But what's cool about the Battlin boxes is that we've actually got new support for them, and I'm telling you guys right now, the new support is absolutely nuts. Not only did we get new cards in the form of Battlin Boxer Promoter, as well as Battlin Boxing Cross Counter, we even also got Fire Recovery as well, which is absolutely incredible, which is essentially a Monster Reborn, which is mind-blowing. And the plays that you can make with this deck, with the new support, is unheard of. So hopefully you guys are ready for this deck profile. And guys, let's get straight into it. Kicking these off, we have 3 copies of Battlin Boxer Glassjaw. This is essentially sort of like your monster reincarnation for the whole deck. So the effect reads that when this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the grave by a card effect, you can target a Battlin Boxer in your grave, except this card added to your hand. So the idea is for you to normal summon the Glassjaw and then go straight into battle phase, attack into one of your opponent's monsters, Glassjaw would be destroyed, especially because of the fact that your opponent's monster has more attack than Glassjaw. You send it to your graveyard. You activate Glassjaw's effect. If you have Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter in your graveyard, you add that to your hand, and when your turn comes and when it's your turn again, you normal summon the Switch Hitter, activate Switch Hitter's effect, special summon the Glassjaw from your graveyard, and you can instantly go into a rank 2, which is actually pretty nuts. But the only thing is that you have to again with Switch Hitter, you have to have a Battlin Boxer in your graveyard to use Switch Hitter's effect, which again, Switch Hitter can oftentimes become a 1-card Xyz, but still, it's pretty cool. Glassjaw, absolutely insane. Next up, we have 2 copies of Valkyrian Knight. This is essentially your Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth for the whole deck. So basically, what this card does is all monsters that your opponent controls can't target face-up warrior monsters for attacks except this card, which is excuse me, which is absolutely insane. So what's cool about this is that if he were to be destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish a warrior from your graveyard plus this card, and then target a level 5 or higher warrior monster in your grave and special summon it. Unfortunately, there are no 5-star warriors, but this is a really good extender because if you already have a Battlin Boxer on board and your opponent never attacked into it, you can normal summon the Valkyrian Knight and then just overlay them into any one of your rank 4 monsters, or you can go into your link plays depending on what you have. Oh yeah. Ow! Sorry guys, slept on my neck wrong last night. Anyway, which is actually pretty cool. Then of course we got 3 copies of the brand new Battlin Boxer card known as Battlin Boxer Promoter. This is actually an insane card. So obviously this has a Cyber Dragon effect where if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is absolutely insane. And then what's cool about this is that it has an effect where you can tribute this card and summon 2 Battlin Boxers with different names from your deck except itself, which is incredible because it's essentially a 1-card Xyz. So by that logic, if you special summon Promoter, you can go into cards such as you can go into cards such as Glassjaw and Spar. You can go into Switch Hitter and Battlin Boxer Chief Second, or you can go into 2 copies of Battlin Boxer Uppercutter, which ironically enough I'm running 2 copies of, which I'll get to it in a second. But Promoter also has another effect where it says that you can banish Promoter from your graveyard, and all Battlin Boxers you have on board, you can either increase or decrease their levels by 1. So by that logic, if you decrease their levels by 1 and you make them level 3, it makes it easier for you to summon Cheat Commissioner, which is really good because I actually have Cheat Commissioner in the extra deck, which is incredible. Then of course we got 2 copies of Battlin Boxer Uppercutter. I decided to put this at 2 because I feel like running 3 could be a brick. That's just how I see it. So Uppercutter's effect says that on normal or special summon, you can add a Battlin Boxer monster or a counter trap from your deck to your hand, except this card. So this is essentially your Stratos for the whole deck, which is incredible. And it also has another effect where it says that if it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can either special summon a Battlin Boxer from your graveyard, except Uppercutter, or you can set a counter trap from your graveyard. The only counter trap that I have is Jolt Counter in the main. Plus, I've got the 2 copies of the new Battlin Boxing Cross Counter in the side, just in case if the Valkyrian Knights don't really work out, I can side out the Valkyrian Knights for the Battlin Boxing Cross Counter, or I can side him out for the Barrier Statue of the Inferno, which is pretty nasty. So Uppercutter is pretty good because it's essentially a Stratos, and there's really not much else to say about it, which is absolutely crazy. Then, of course, we have 3 copies of Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter, which is basically a Monster Reborn on normal summon, which is incredible. So again, the idea is normal summon Switch Hitter, trigger its effect, special summon Promoter, and go into a Battlin Boxer Uppercutter plus the new Chief second card, and then obviously Uppercutter's effect will trigger. You get to add any Battlin Boxer card to your hand, and then you would be able to normal summon that monster, which is most likely what you're going to do off the effect of Chief second, because Chief second lets you normal summon twice in a single turn, and that right there gives you what? That gives you what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That literally gives you 4 monsters on board, and then you can activate Battlin Boxing Spirits, resummon the Promoter, and you can and your board would be Nova Kaiser, King Dempsey, or you could go King Dempsey into a Battlin Boxer Star Cestus or whatever, which is absolutely incredible, absolutely nuts. Not much else to say about that. Then, of course, we got the 2 Battlin Boxer Spar, which is a bit of it's a bit of a neg in a way, because you do lock yourself out of the battle phase if you special summon it, which is a bit unfortunate, especially if you're going second. But if you're going first, Spar doesn't really give a fuck, to be quite honest. Then, of course, we got 3 copies of Battlin Boxer Headgear. This is basically your Foolish Burial for the whole deck. Normal summon it, Foolish Burial any Battlin Boxer monster to your graveyard, which is absolutely incredible. And then, of course, we got the 2 copies of Chief Second, which again, as I had talked about, is a double summon for the whole deck. But it also has another effect where it says when your opponent's monster declares an attack and you control a fire and or warrior monster, you can actually side draw this card from your hand. What I mean by that is you special summon it from your hand, which is incredible. And you're also allowed, and also if you're able to summon it that way, you can not only negate the attack, but banish a monster on the field until the end phase. So it has sort of like a side-friendly little mega effect, which is actually really good. And as I said before, it can also normal summon twice in a turn, which is incredible. So that's pretty much it for the monsters. For the spells, we got the Harpy's Feather Duster, which is pretty essential by today's standards, which is incredible. We have the 2 copies of Battlin Boxing Spirits, which is essentially a Monster Reborn, but you also have to mill the top card of your deck to your graveyard to obviously summon, which is incredible. Then we got the 2 copies of Fire Recovery. Now this card is actually pretty cool because, again, not only is this not only is this a Monster Reborn, but it also has another effect where it says you can banish this card from your grave, and then target 3 of your fire monsters that are banished and or in your grave, shuffle them into the deck and draw 1 card. So this is a Monster Reborn mini Pot of Avarice, all rolled into 1 card, which which that right there is just incredible. It's just that it's just that damn good. There's really, excuse me, there's really not much to say about this card except for the fact that this card can easily help you go into even more of your Xyz plays. Depending on what your board looks like, this card can easily help you go into your Xyz plays even deeper, which is incredible. Then we got 3 copies of Rank Up Magic Numeron Force. Not only does this help you take your Nova Kaiser and go into a Commander Caesar, a Star Cestus into a Comet Cestus, or even also a Ragna Zero into a Ragnafinity, but it also has a sort of like a Dark Ruler No More effect. So if the Chaos Xyz monster you have on board is the only card you have face up, it essentially becomes a Dark Ruler No More, but for your opponent. So it negates all face up card effects, and I believe the rule is that, and I think so basically any face-up cards that are on the field other than the monster summoned by the effect of Numeron Force, all those effects are negated, which is incredible. Then we got 3 copies of Xyz Import to help further ensure that you're able to go into Zeus really quickly, and it also gives you, and also because of the fact that there's Zeus in the extra deck, depending on how many materials a card like say Nova Kaiser would have, excuse me, there could be up to like five board wipes for all we know, which is pretty cool. Then we got also Called by the Grave, because obviously it's called by. 2 copies of Infernoble Arms Durandal, which is essentially a Rhoda for the whole deck. So the idea is for you to equip this card to any monster you have on board, destroy this card, and add a level 5 or lower Fire Warrior monster to your hand, which is actually really cool. Then we got 2 copies of Infernoble Arms Joyous. Joyous is kind of an odd card, but it's actually pretty good. So what's cool about this card is you equip this card to any monster that you have on board, and then you get to destroy this card and add any monster from your graveyard to your hand. So Durandal adds cards from the deck to the hand, and Joyous adds them from the graveyard to your hand, which is pretty cool. And then for the traps to round up the whole deck, we have 2 copies of Zing Zang Hu as sort of like a bit of a floodgate, if you will, and 2 copies of Jolt Counter as your Solemn Judgment, if you will, which is incredible, which is just that damn good. For the extra deck, I'm gonna go from links to Xyz because I actually want to do that. So for my links, I've got the Ferocious Flame Swordsman, the Doolittle Chimera, and of course Heat of the Fire Charmer Ablaze. Obviously for the mirror matches, because obviously your opponent could be playing fires for all you know, which is incredible. For the Xyz, I've got the Cheat Commissioner, the 2 Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke, the 2 Nova Kaiser, the 2 Battlin Boxer King Dempsey, which is basically your Stratos for the whole deck upon it being special summon, because you can special summon it from either the extra deck, the graveyard, or the banish pile, and you could still get the search, which is incredible. We got the Ragna Zero, the Battlin Boxer Star Cestus, and then of course the Chaos numbers. So we got Chaos number 79, Battlin Boxer Commander Caesar, Chaos number 105, Battlin Boxer Comet Cestus, and of course Chaos number 103, Ragnafinity, and then of course, for the Nova Kaiser, we've got the Zeus. For the side deck, it's mainly going up against any deck that doesn't play fires for the most part. So I've got two Barrier Statue of the Inferno, 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Bell, Fire Flame Lady to further extend the plays just a little bit. In case if the fire, just in case if cards like the Joyous or the Durandals don't really work out, I can side those out for obviously for the Fire Flame Lady, which is pretty cool. Then of course we got 2 copies of Xyz's Gift, which you're mainly gonna be using this on the Nova Kaiser if it has multiple materials, and you know that you're just gonna put them back onto Nova Kaiser as material anyway. This can definitely plus you really big, and it gives you 2 cards and just lets you draw 2 cards, which is awesome. And then of course we got Living Fossil, only 1 copy as like another like Monster Reborn, if you will, which is pretty cool. And then of course for the traps we got a Solemn Warning, 2 Solemn Warning, and 2 Battlin Boxing Cross Counter, which again is sort of like a Solemn Judgment, but it has an effect where once the opponent's monster is destroyed, you can also activate the effect where you're allowed to special summon a Battlin Boxer Xyz monster from your extract with a different name than the monster that you destroyed that was on your field, and attach this card to it as a material. Which again, if you sent I'll say Lead Yoke to your graveyard and you summon Nova Kaiser, then Cross Counter can become Nova Kaiser's overlay unit, and then you activate Xyz Import and attach another monster to Nova Kaiser as the material, which is actually insane. So guys, that's pretty much it for the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more deck profiles in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.